to the Stupid Humans Internet Talk Show Shits. We are the number 2 podcast on the internet today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Big Mike Ravid, the guy that came up with that banging intro music for us. It's phenomenal. We love it. It just gets us in the mood and we're ready to go. I'm your host. I'm going to be the tour guide of this stupidity, and my name is McRib. I got down the console from me, my big fella, Big Mike EP. How are you, fella?
Beautiful.
How's the rash?
Excellent.
We got a great show. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. I know it's the Stupid Humans Internet Talk Show, but we're going to talk about stupid humans, but we're going to talk about a couple of stupid humans who are sitting right here at this console, you and I.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that's a given.
Yeah, because I know most of you have already listened.
We had originators of Stoopid.
That's right. Well, we're going to poke fun and laugh at other people, but we're going to make fun of ourselves today too. Not so much, but we got a fun show ahead of us. I mean, it's not. We had our big 50th birthday party for you on Saturday. You recovered? Yeah, it was a good time.
I'm all better now.
You're all better. Yeah, it took me a couple of days, but I got to tell you, we closed the bar.
Nice.
It wasn't a bar, but it was a makeshift pop-up bar here at the Liquid
right.
Cloud Lounge at 701 Monroe Avenue, and I got to tell you, we covered up the windows so no one would call 911 on us, and yours truly got up there drunk, shock, right?
Yeah.
And sang karaoke.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, right on the stage. Yeah, we were all
Yeah.
night. Well, yeah, Kelly got up there and sang a bunch of times. And
Nice.
she was a mess. She was a mess. Maddie got up there a few times and sang. And Jules. Oh, we just had a blast. We did.
That's great.
Problem was we've been locked up, social distancing so much that
it's
you
bullshit.
gotta,
Especially if we like, as much as I hate people, I love them too.
right. You gotta be around them.
I gotta be around them.
Yeah.
And when you're
If it's just not to make fun of them.
Yeah, exactly. And or to be made fun of. Fucking hey, just some kind of interaction for Christ's sake to make sure that you're real.
Yeah, and we had a nice crowd here. We had the live audience. We had the live audience, which was fun, and
we were a lively bunch.
Yeah, they were. We had the seven stupid questions, the absurd edition, which was a blast. Wasn't as fun as the other editions because the cards were, they weren't as as funny as they.
Yeah, some of them are fucking out of the park, cool.
Yeah,
and then other ones, it's just like I don't know. That must have been like hour 5 of when the people that write the answers were working on it. And you're like, they're all fucked up.
I do have to make a confession. Kelly got a little mad at me.
Whoopsie.
Well, here's the thing.
You were careful.
I was real careful, but so during the episode, I divulged some of her sleeping habits. I don't know. You were drunk, so I don't know if you remember.
I remember that.
Yes.
I was like, oh, that's like an iceberg. Steer to the left. Steer to the left. Well, he's fucking going for it.
Yeah. I jumped in with both feet. I didn't care. But she was pissed because she actually thought that I recorded it. That I was recording the, her. This is what she thought I was recording.
Oh, she thought that was her.
She thought this was her. And it wasn't her. It's not her recording. This is my sound effects.
Okay, yes.
It is real true to form. I mean, it really does sound, especially that gaggy thing.
Yeah. But a lot of people have that kind of sound. It should be followed up by my wife going, hey, stop it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Roll over.
Well, Kelly has a thing. Kelly does not wake up well. She's not a morning person. Yeah. And I'm not supposed to talk about her. I shouldn't, because she's not here. But she's not a morning person. And
some people aren't.
Yeah, and she's actually said, shut the fuck up or turn the fucking TV off or in the middle of the night without, it's like, TV's off.
Yeah, I was just thinking out loud. I'll be quieter in my thinking.
Well,
don't kill me.
We have this funny thing. Every time I want to make her laugh, I remind her of we were first dating. We've been together for 4 years. We were first dating, and I was like, knew she had to get up, and I could hear the alarm, and because she's deaf, she can't hear the alarm. So the alarm went off at 7 o'clock or whatever it was, and I just kind of rubbed her. I rubbed her arm. Yeah. I was like, honey. Gentle, just a little petting, a little rubbing.
Honey, boo-bookins.
Honey, it's time to get up. Yeah. Honey, it's time to get up. No, she opened her eyes and goes, what the fuck do you want? And I'm like, it's
just
time to
worship
get up.
you.
Yeah.
I just want to worship you.
No.
Yeah, I think Kelly and my wife will get along well on that point. My wife, Her mother used to have to check on her when she was a baby because her mother thought maybe she died. Oh. She would sleep like that. She could sleep for 12 straight hours without barely moving.
Yeah, and Kelly's the same way.
Like,
and
holy shit.
Yeah, and and I guess because she's deaf and you don't hear anything. You know what I mean? She does hear a little bit when she has her hearing aids in, but she doesn't sleep with those in. So she's snoring. Right. She can't hear herself snoring. She can't hear herself farting. She can't hear. She can't hear any of it. So, and that's probably why she sleeps so soundly. And I'm jealous. I'm not going to lie.
There is. I've heard that from other people. No pun intended. But that is one of the silver linings is being able to get restful sleep
and not having to listen to my bullshit. there's a lot to be said about that.
I don't know what you're like, but I'm usually collapsing from exhaustion anywhere between 10 and midnight, and then I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's my thing too.
If I hit like 5 or 6 hours of sleep,
wide awake.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Gotta go do something.
Gotta go do things.
Yeah, gotta go do something. She
wakes
up
like a curse.
Yeah, well, she wakes up almost every morning without me in bed. I'm gone. I got things to do. I got things to do. You know what I mean? No, even if it's just go downstairs and watch TV, read a book, have breakfast, whatever. You know what I mean?
Dude. Yeah. They always get the coffee. It's been 2 hours fucking going.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I actually drink the whole pot before she comes downstairs. She's like, "You're gonna make some coffee?" I'm like, "I already did." Oh, it's gone. Sorry.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I already went and had Dunkin' Donuts. You didn't get me? I didn't think it would stay warm for 4 hours.
So did you get your stimulus check?
I did.
You did, yeah. You got lucky.
I did.
Yeah.
I did get that.
I pay my when my taxes come around. I don't get a refund in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
So they're going to mail me a check. So I expect that'll be around. Yeah, it's in the mail.
Never heard that one before.
No, never said that before.
Right.
But so the stimulus check, probably not going to get it. And being an owner of a small business, we were told that we're going to get some incentive money, but that's not happening.
Wow.
So I could point out a couple of things. We could do First Place Stupid there's some coronavirus. There's some money that went to people that really didn't deserve that money. I don't know if
they're just fucking assholes.
Well, yeah. I mean, so First Place Stupid. Here's the first one. Harvard University, one of the most prestigious colleges in the world, not the country, the world, right? Oxford, Yale, Harvard, not necessarily in any order. These fucking cocksuckers took $10 million.
Of course they did.
$10 million, man.
They needed to reseed the front lawn.
They have $400 million in annuities and money and just the endowment program and we took it for the students. Oh, fuck you, you did. You piece of shit.
The students aren't even fucking there.
No, exactly.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Right, the Skull and Bones Club. They took it for them and so they took $10 million and little businesses like you and I aren't getting any cash.
They built another fucking grotto.
There's no money left in the PPP program, the payroll protection program for small businesses. So we got to suffer because these scumbags took money.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's another one. I think he took $20 million. It's Sugar Shake or Shake Shack or whatever the hell it is. Milkshake franchise.
Sure.
Yeah, he took $20 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess he's I'm going to pull him off the list because it looks like he's giving it back.
He's going to do something.
He's giving it back because he doesn't deserve it. I mean, it's kind of one of those things where.
The whole thing, I know the intentions were good with it, but the problem is that you got banks involved, and not that all banks are bad, but
some of them are real fucking
there's
scummy.
Enough that are bad who have enough power and, purchase in the market that they can screw over large quantities of people.
Well, I say that we've got 1.4 million listeners that listen to our show every week. So
that's right.
I say if you got your money in a big bank like J.P. Morgan or Wells Fargo, pull your money out, go to a little community bank because these bastards have raped this program, this CARES Act that they put together to put $340 billion or $350 billion into the economy by giving it to small businesses and people. Yeah. They took it all. They were getting 5% commission. So
Bank of America did the same thing.
Bank of America is another one. Pull your money out. Go to a little community savings bank, man. They're in your community. They care about you. They're going to give you better interest rates on everything that you finance through them anyway. That's so I don't care where you are. And you're Des Moines, if you're listening to us in San Diego, if you're listening to us in Cleveland, pull your money out. Yeah. As soon as as soon as they open the bank, I'm doing it. Screw them. I'm done with them. I am done with them.
That's it. Go to somebody who you have to go in the grocery store with, who actually the owner of the bank lives within 50 miles of you.
Yeah.
Somebody who's got some what would you call it? A stake in the game.
Yeah.
A stake in the game.
Skin
locally.
in the game. Yeah. He's got,
skin in the game locally.
Right. Yeah.
Do that, and that's going to happen naturally. I think, I know we're talking stupid humans, and god damn, there's a lot of them right now.
Yeah.
But they got to top the list.
Yeah. And
I got to say that they are collectively
the monies that they took in commissions alone. I mean, all you're doing is pushing some paper. Yeah, you're pushing paper around. Yeah. And so my little small business tried to get $20,000, right? Nothing major, just to cover the payroll and help me out with the expenses, because that's what that money is supposed to be for. Main Street businesses, small mom and pops. You got the hair salon across the street.
80% of all businesses in the United States.
Yeah, 80% of the businesses, and they took between Wells Fargo and J.P. Morgan, they took $250 million in commissions. You guys are scumbags because 20,000 divided by 250 million. That's a lot of little bombs and pops you could take care of.
They're not cutting anybody slack on mortgages or anything else. You would think that would have been happening.
So I reached out to the management group that runs Vic DiBattista, okay? And Vic is a stand-up comedian out of New York, and he has a little thing he wants to tell us about these banks. Oh yeah, he's a little fired up. He's a little angry. Ooh. And I got to tell you, I do like Vic, and he's kind of an animal though.
I like anger and comedy all wrapped together.
You want to listen to him? You want to hear what he has to say?
Oh yeah.
All right, let me bring it up.
Hey, here. What do you hear? What do you say? My Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Google Plus, your sister's ass, the Pony Express. A very ticked off Vic here. You know what ticks me off? Having to tell the government what to do because they have their heads in their asses. Now, follow me. There's something that's been bothering me, so I'm just going to say it now. Dear government, we understand that the virus is not your fault. It happened. It is what it is. I'm not going to get into that idea that maybe you could have acted sooner. We can deal with that when this is all over. But here's the deal. We need a real fucking plan. It was the right move to make everyone stay home because that's the only way to deal with a virus like this. But here's where I have a problem. So, you told us to shut down non-essential businesses. You told us to go home and quarantine. You told us we have to keep social distance and stay inside. But you told us you would help. So where is the fucking help? These checks are what they are. I mean, let's be serious. I'm not going to turn away $1,200 because, number one, if you're going to give it to me, I'm taking it. And number two, it's our fucking money, not yours. It's ours. We paid that in taxes for everything we do every fucking day. So, okay, look at the typical family. Mortgage payment, healthcare payment, car payments, electric, water, garbage, phone, blah, 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 blah. So maybe the $1,200 covers the mortgage. But what about all the other costs that we have each month? This $1,200 thing isn't doing shit for the normal working family. You want to help? Here's one idea. Tell the fucking banks and mortgage companies to stop all mortgage payments at this time. Just stop them. And don't give me that 3-month furlough bullshit. How does that even make sense? So someone who lost their job because you said to stay at home doesn't pay mortgage for 3 months, but in the 4th month they have to not only pay that month that's due, but also the 3 months they owed in full because it was furloughed? How the fuck does that help, you greedy cocksuckers? Someone was just unemployed and not earning money for 3 months. They weren't earning money.
All right, let me pause for a second. We'll get back to this. I mean, I love this guy, right? We're going to try to get him on the show.
Crush.
Yeah. Okay. Here's one thing I got to tell you though. We got to get Vic on the phone because, like I said, I spoke to his manager group, but we have to have Vic on the phone. We can't have him in studio because if, in fact, he had coronavirus, the spittle that comes out of his mouth while he's screaming at the camera would infect thousands of people.
We get a show and shower.
Yeah, that's right. It's like super free. A shower doesn't cost anything. All right, let's get back to him. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Hey, hello. Oh, now they just start back to work and all that money magically appears so they can pay the 3 months in a lump sum. How are they fucking paying that? Are you fucking idiots? Look, it almost makes sense that they can start paying the current mortgage due for the month when they go back to work. But they can't pay the prior 3 months. They had no income. So here's the idea. Just add the 3 fucking months of the furlough to the back end of the loan. So if they had, let's say, 19 years and 6 months left in their mortgage, just add the 3 months. So now they have 19 years and 9 months. How fucking hard is that? You'll get your money, you shitbags. It's just delayed. The working stiff wins if you do that. It really helps. It actually helps. And what is up with these banks and lending assholes? I mean, come on. You literally make billions of dollars in profit quarterly. That's every 3 months. The last crash was 10 years ago. So you have 10 years of massive profits and you need a bailout after 2 weeks of a shutdown? How come we, the people, have to save for a rainy day, but you save nothing? Every fucking quarter that you made $3 billion in profit, not income, profit, and all that means you paid all your salaries and bills and everything you needed to pay to run a company for 3 fucking months. So every time you made $3 billion in a quarter, if you had just put $1 billion in the bank, you'd have $40 billion in the bank after 10 years. That's not even including
I don't
interest.
know how he
But
does
no,
it. He's sitting in his car. He's sitting in his fucking car, yelling at a camera that's mounted to his dashboard. I mean, he is just running
on our mortgages, credit card bills, or car
He's
payments.
calling it like he sees it, you
Anything,
know what I
and the
mean? And I
government
appreciate that, you know what I
we
mean?
get fucked.
It's
We bail you out, we get fucked. Rinse, lather, repeat. You dirtbag fucking piece of shit should have had more than enough money to keep paying your workers and give everyone a break in mortgage payments the way I said for the time being. And again, I'm not saying to wipe the slate clean. I'm saying to just add the missing mortgage payment to the back end of everyone's loans. Do it for everything. The car lease is now 3 months longer. The credit card payment is now 3 months longer.
Yeah.
The mortgage payment is now 3 months longer. You want to help the American worker, you
I'm
could
watching this
eliminate
on video
all
and I think I'm
payments
wet.
due until this is over.
And I don't mean moist
That
like
way,
in a
unemployment
sexual
and
thing.
stimulus checks will only be
We love Vic.
needed
We're
for
going to try to
food.
get him on the show. I
That
reached
is
out
what
to
the
his
American family
I reached out to his
needs now.
management team,
That
and
would help
you know,
us.
we'll see what happens. You know, I mean, everybody's been real responsive, man. We're getting a lot of positive feedback about guests coming on the show, and Vic is one of them. And
I'd like to get. I really liked having a fellow that came up here the other night on Saturday night, the comedian.
Brian Henderson, he was phenomenal. Yeah, he's a great dude.
I enjoy him. We need to get him.
Oh yeah,
we need to have just the two of us and him over one night.
You know what? I got to tell you, I've been trying to get Brian on the show since week 1.
Shit.
Oh yeah, he's tough to book, man. He's a busy guy, and he's got a family and wife, and you can
only squirt out so much time for yourself, man. That's just how these things go.
But he sent lots of love over saying he had a great time on the show. And if you didn't listen to that episode, that's Mike's 50th birthday episode, our drunken drinking game episode, which is episode number 16 of the Stupid Humans Internet Talk Show shit.
Yeah, man.
But I think I'm going to send, I think what I'll do is I'll send Vic a little care package. I'll have the guys over at Hemp Perfection send him some tincture to calm his ass down because Hemp Perfection works.
Stroking out.
Yeah, because Hemp Perfection works great for, he does look like he's going to have a stroke. But no, it works well for stress, anxiety, pain management, arthritis, anything that you could think of. And right now, because of the COVID-19 virus, Hemp Perfection is offering 19% off for your CBD products. And just so you know, it helps with your immune system. CBD does. So if you get the tincture, the gummy, the lotions, that stuff, it's going to help combat the coronavirus and boost your immune system. So at checkout, type in the coupon code McRib19, and you're going to get 19. That's almost 20% off your order and free shipping. So, I mean, you got to stop in there. Buy hempperfection.com. They're great guys over there, and you'll love the products. I used it for my rehabilitation for my foot, which I'm still in rehab for, as you know. And it sucks, but I'm rubbing the lotion on, and it makes me feel better. I can walk, I can stand, and I'm not in a lot of pain. So buy hempperfection.com, McRib at checkout, McRib19 at checkout. Yes. Sorry about that. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Vic hit it pretty much on the head, and I think that he's going to nominate the banks his first place stupid. And it doesn't matter if you're a car loan bank or you're a mortgage bank or you're a leasing agent, whatever. He's nominating you guys. So we're going to go with his recommendation and go ahead and say you are first place stupid. Banks. Although Harvard deserves it too. I mean, you'd think the scholars would understand that people need the money. I mean, I'm sure they have an economics department. They have a math department. Do the fucking math.
Hey, listen,
fucking assholes.
AOC's got a degree in economics, okay?
AOC's got a degree in mixology. She's a bartender.
So I'm just saying, I know. I've considered her sending in I got that book. It's Economics for Dummies.
Is that where she got hers?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, of course.
But I don't think she read the whole thing.
No, she probably didn't. She just used her good looks and her bartending skills to get through college.
That's right.
What an idiot. Whatever. Did she? And she deserves a first place stupid too for what she said about the oil industry. She immediately pulled her tweet down. Did you see it?
She
says this is a good idea. About
she's
time.
Enjoying
this
her
happened.
time in the sun because her own district and not to get all political, but her own district is coming after her. They're they got
Yeah, she'll never get reelected.
Yeah, they got
she'll never
6
get
or 7
reelected.
people in her own party are coming after her.
Well, that and that whole thing
She
that
can't get any money to run.
Oh, well, I mean, she's not getting any money from Amazon, that's for sure. She killed that deal. I mean, and that put there was $30 billion going into the economy of that little district in Brooklyn.
That was a tough one.
Yeah, what a pinhead.
That was a tough one, but you reap what you sow.
That's right.
And
that's right.
And on we go. And she has made for good fodder. I have to say though, the politicians, they do provide a lot of good fodder.
Oh yeah,
They provide good entertainment.
They do. They
really do.
Yeah, I know. But I don't want this to be a political show because it's not a call-in show, so people can't defend themselves. Unless. And you know what? I don't want to bore people with all of the shit that's going on. You know what I mean?
They already get a lot of it.
Yeah, I mean exactly.
We already
it's
picked on the banks.
Yeah, we picked on the banks. We talked a little bit about the coronavirus. We let Vic tell us how we really feel.
That's right.
That guy,
and if anybody's if you're listening to us out there, or want to recommend us to people, we are all over the place. You can find Stupid Humans, a podcast, on pretty much all your favorite platforms. Apple Podcast, iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, Overcast, Castro, Podchaser, Deezer, RSS feed, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pocket Cast, Castbox, Podcast Addict, Buzzsprout, Earplug. Jesus Christ. If you can't find us, you ain't looking.
What about Benny the Beatbox Bum?
And if all else fails, you look for Benny the boombox bum who has no fucking batteries in his boombox, and he will hook you up. He'll give you a play-by-play.
You're dead. I love my little sound effect board. Yeah, I had to reset the whole thing today, so it wasn't working. I came in early today, and it's growing pains. But the one thing we're getting ready for, the reason why we're going through the growing pains is because we're updating all of our equipment, we're updating all of our soundboard, all of our audio equipment, we're updating everything so that the show is absolutely magnificent.
Right.
So that when we launch,
sure.
StupidTube.com, and that's YouTube for stupid people.
Hell yeah.
Stupid, STOOPID, tube. Yeah.
We're the overflow.
We are the overflow. We are the overflow, which is great. But do you know that? I don't know if you know this or not. I'm going to tell you something you might not know.
I don't know much.
Today, 15 years ago today,
right,
on this date in history, YouTube posted its first video.
Really?
Yeah. So that's kind of apropos that we're talking about Stupid Tube, because we're getting ready to launch our first video.
Yeah.
It won't be on the anniversary of theirs, but we're only 15 years behind.
Fuck.
And now they're getting like $1 billion download, billion hours a day.
Yeah.
Of people watching YouTube videos. So.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
The first 18.
They've gotten so big that now they can start fucking. They can start kicking people off they don't agree with.
Yeah. And they have. And that's why we're setting up Stupid Tube, just in case. Anyway, the first 18-second video clip, it was called Me at the Zoo, and it was the founder, Jawed Karim, at San Diego Zoo. Yeah, and it's been viewed more than 13 million times. You'd think he'd have... Oh, that was in 2014. So...
Do you know that I recently applied for a job to work at a zoo in Australia?
Oh, you did? What are you going to do?
They turned me down. They said I wasn't qualified.
Oh, oh my God. Where? I can't.
Got you.
Oh, that was horrible. Mike.
I told that one at our Boy Scout meeting last night. That was a dad approved joke.
Oh my God.
And I said, that's going to be a groaner. I got to bring that to Stupid Humans. Qualified.
Ew, that's terrible. Did somebody else tell it and you stole it, or did you actually go research that?
I actually got 2 books for Christmas.
Okay. Can you do me a favor next time and warn me?
No.
Okay. I'm swinging at you.
So I got 2 books for Christmas. One was The Gulag Archipelago by Solzhenitsyn, which is a Russian survivor of the gulags.
Right.
And that was from my wife. And I got another book called Stupid Dad Jokes. And that was from my kids.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I consult. I call it the Oracle.
Yeah. Of stupidity.
That's right. I read it and I'm like, God damn, that's really... It's got to be so stupid that it's funny.
Right.
That's what I like.
All right. So while we're on this day, I mean, April 20th, well, it's going to be the 23rd when this comes out. So
Okay.
Roy Orbison, Shirley Temple, and James Buchanan, who was the 15th president of the United States, all born on this day.
No kidding.
Yeah. Okay.
Shirley Temple. Oh.
But now we have another category.
Uh-oh.
Boris Yeltsin, Cesar Chavez,
Cesar Chavez.
and Richard M. Nixon all farted and fell over on this day. These are the deaths. These are people that died. Boris Yeltsin in 2007, 2007, 1993 for Cesar Chavez, and Richard Nixon. I
Boris
closed the window on,
Yeltsin.
so who cares?
What a character.
Oh, Shakespeare too, 1960 or 1616. William Shakespeare died today. Oh, it's sad. He had such good books.
Oh, to thy own self be true.
I know.
That's right.
Yeah, and Sticky Lips was released by the Stones, and ironically, Keith Richards died 7 or 8 years before that, but still playing with the band.
Bada bing. That's right. That fucking guy. Holy God.
I know.
They had to look and see whatever's in his blood and distribute it to everybody.
Oh, that to kill the coronavirus.
Yeah. Kill everything. Fucking A.
Oh my
Gotta love
God.
him, though.
So I did. So there's a couple of things that I've been doing. I've discovered on TV because I'm watching more TV. But I'm looking forward to now. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Amazon Prime is now the vehicle that's distributing the brand new movies that were supposed to be released at this time in the
I heard that.
zombie apocalypse. So.
Okay.
Yeah, during the coronavirus zombie apocalypse, some of the big MGMs of the world and film releasing companies are charging $20, $19.99.
That's cheaper than a movie theater.
If you're going with a family. Yeah, absolutely. It's cheaper if you're going with a couple.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, I've never got recently.
When you get $40 worth of popcorn and juju beads and all the other crap.
Yeah, the fucking popcorn, you got to damn near take out a mortgage.
Yeah, it's expensive as
shit.
shit.
Go out, if you do dinner and a movie right now, you are looking at $1.20.
Right. I don't have to ever go. I don't ever.
Oh, that's right.
I don't have any closed captions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, and I can't go either because the reality of it is that I can't watch TV without closed captions. Because they're on in my house because my girlfriend's deaf. Now I'm actually enjoying it more because if I miss something, like I watch Peaky Blinders, right? I watched it the first time without closed captions and enjoyed it, and she wanted to watch it, and I'm like, you know what? It's really, really, really fucking good, so I'll watch it again.
Sure.
But I watched it this time with closed captions on, and I missed so much, and I'm like, oh, now that makes sense. Oh, no shit.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
We had to turn that on for Letterkenny.
Yes.
Because there's so much Canadian,
it's going so fast.
There's so much Canadian slang and verbiage, but it's so fucking good.
Give your balls a tug.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're going to have to do a whole show on that. And I reached out to him, too.
That's quite the treasure trail you got going down there.
Yeah, I reached out to Squirrely Dan. We'll see if he responds. We'd love to get him on the air.
Nice.
We'd love to. I'd love to have Squirrely Dan on. I'd love to have Vic on. I'd love to have. There's a bunch of people I've reached out to.
Sure.
And we're going to get a production staff that's actually just going to go ahead and start working the phones and emails nice. and these guys are home, waiting to get back on stage or get back out on their tours and nobody's doing anything. So. But anyway, so what I was saying,
we should be able to get them cheap.
Yeah. But no, what I was saying is that I was watching I was watching the trailers for some of the new movies that come out.
Sure.
And they came out with a remake of The Invisible Man. Have you seen this trailer? I think I'm gonna watch this tonight.
It's invisible. How the fuck could you see it?
Well, no, dude, it's the guy. So the trailer shows a young lady in a relationship with a very sadistic kind of guy, and she escapes from his house, and he looks to be a very rich man.
Okay.
Jumps into a car that's driving down the road. He smashes the window. She gets away from him.
Right.
I don't know how much time passes, but she's called into a lawyer's office and is told that the man committed suicide. He killed himself and that he's dead and that she is the recipient of $5 million on one caveat, and that she is never diagnosed with being mentally insane, right?
Okay.
So apparently he took his money and pretended he died and became the Invisible Man, and he fucking tortures her. Oh, it's just evil.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch that with my girlfriend.
Like women need any more. They don't need any
no,
help.
No, I know that. But it looks, I mean, it's intense.
No, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's intense.
It sounds like a relationship I had once.
Yeah, sadly.
Maybe
but let me ask you, what would you rather be, invisible or be able to hear people's thoughts?
Ooh.
I mean, where are you going with that?
I just want to be invisible.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't want to fucking know what's in other people's heads.
Yeah, but see, here's
If
the
it's
problem.
anything like me, it's going to be scary.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you got to think about it like this, though. If you're invisible and people are talking about you anyway,
Right.
you can hear what they're saying. You know what I
that's
mean?
a good point.
You know what I mean? So there's
Yeah.
kind of a balance there. I mean, invisible, you got to. I mean, I think you can do a lot more with it.
Yeah, you could definitely do a lot more. I mean, it's going to make dressing a lot easier.
That's well, yeah.
What am I wearing today?
That
Oh,
doesn't
that's
matter.
right, nothing.
It doesn't. I'm updating that, by the way. I'm gonna make it a more modern, not 1920s. Anyway, yeah.
Maybe something like that. I don't know.
So, yeah, no, I don't know. I think I would. I definitely think I'd rather be invisible, but I'm not gonna be
Yeah?
that evil guy. I mean, I'm gonna be a sneaky guy. I'm gonna
sneak.
peek in a window or two. There's a couple girls I want to see naked. Not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
You can't be given those kind of superpowers.
No, I know,
If you just
no,
don't have
no,
the
no,
self-control.
no.
You
Because
are
it's
13.
not like Spider-Man with power comes responsibility. I
Yeah.
won't do
Yeah,
that.
you'll be
Yeah.
completely
I don't have the responsibility part.
irresponsible man.
That's right. That's
right.
me, Captain Irresponsible.
You'll be like what was Hancock?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good way to put it. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Or Damon Wayans when he was what the fuck was he?
Oh,
my
I know what you're
God.
talking about.
Oh.
Blank Man.
Yeah, Blank Man. Like,
My name was that special.
that's right.
I got the Rolling Stones to make me go fast.
That's right.
He was great in that role.
I missed that show.
I got to tell you
God.
that Damon Wayans.
He's got good shit. Man.
Well, his last stand-up that he did when he walked off and dropped the mic, you know,
Yeah.
and he said, "This is the last show I'm going to do."
Right.
I watched that, and I have an affection for stand-up
Sure.
comedians, and
Yeah.
and when he went out and did an hour-long set, I literally my guts hurt, my
Right.
face hurt, I had tears streaming down my face. I was
Yeah.
laughing so hard. It was the most brilliant piece of comedy I've ever seen, and it was so
That's
complete.
incredible.
And he finished on top, you know, and now he and his brother produced stuff and
Yeah.
not doing much of anything else, I
Yeah,
guess.
good
Living
for
the
him.
life. Yeah, I know.
But you roll back the time. Even my kids, I'm like, you got to check out this guy. Watch this guy.
Yeah.
You know, even all living. I mean, you know, he did Homie the Clown. And,
Yeah.
And I
Homie
mean,
don't play that.
Yeah, Homie don't play that.
Homie don't play that.
And then, you know, there was Fire Marshal Bill. You know, there was just the people the things that they did on that show were fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
But those guys, Damon Wayans.
Let me show you something.
Yeah. Show you something about fire safety. You know?
And
They
how
were
did he get his
fantastic.
lips to stay up like that?
Jesus, I don't know.
I can't dry mine off enough. He must have had some kind of glue.
He must have done something.
He's nuts anyway. He could probably do anything he wanted, you
He's
know.
n- yeah,
like
he's
like
certifiable
contact
now.
cement.
I think he took it to the limit and then slipped over the edge.
Yeah. Well, have you seen the new show? His new
Uh,
show. It's called Funny Smiling. He plays like a Mr. Rogers kind of thing, and he's losing his shit.
No.
Oh yeah, he's losing his shit.
Oh, that.
Like his son dies or something in it. It's turning.
boy.
No, what the fuck's it called? It doesn't matter.
I mean, he's had fantastic stuff. You know,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Truman Show.
Oh yeah.
That was damn good.
Yeah, I mean, even his serious stuff. I mean, it hit
His
that.
serious stuff's been good.
Even what is it? Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Right.
That was such a great. I mean, it was a great read.
Right.
But the movie was really well done. I mean, it's
Right.
it's a love story about two people that decide that they don't want to be in a relationship anymore, and they brainwash. They go get brainwashed so they can forget about each other, then find each other again. It's unreal. It's just
Oh,
weird.
okay. I hadn't seen it.
Oh,
I've heard
I've
about
just
it.
ruined it.
I don't give a shit.
I know. It's been out for a long time. So
Unlikely I'll be seeing it.
Yeah.
It's been out for about 15 years.
yeah,
I
at
think.
least. So
Yeah.
So I had in sporting news. Did you
Yes.
hear that A-Rod and his wife J-Lo are trying to buy the Mets?
No shit.
Yeah, they've got a investment firm and a banking group, and they're putting a bid in. I guess
Holy
I guess
fuck
it's
nuts.
yeah. So he's going from the Yankees to the Mets. That's going to be kind of. But isn't he down in Florida? Isn't he in the?
He's a Miami kind of guy.
Yeah, I think he's in Miami. I think he's
they-
got a.
They're in the Miami scene.
Yeah, I know. But now he's going to be back in New York.
That dude made
A-Rod.
lot of cash. Over
Wait,
his time.
it was his contract was $250 million. The
Well,
contract he signed with the
and
Yankees.
J Lo is. I mean, you know, you put those two together.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Oh yeah.
You got some. That's some huge money.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's big bucks.
Yeah.
Beautiful people.
Yeah, they
really are beautiful humans.
Yeah, they kind of are. He just wasn't a very good ball player. He was a
Say
choker.
what? Get the
He was a
fuck
choker.
out.
Look at his postseason record. He
This
sucks.
Blasphemy.
That
You
is
don't know what
not.
the fuck you're talking
A-Rod's a
about.
dick.
He's no Jeter.
Yeah. So I saw it the other day, and I don't know if you remember this. I don't know if anybody ever remembers this, but do you remember when Purina came out with they got caught with like horse meat and everything,
Yeah.
right? Okay,
Yeah,
so
I remember
and it's pretty. I guess it's pretty common that they still do that.
Yeah.
But they're now owned by Nabisco, and I guess they're under fire. Well, I was watching a commercial on TV the other night, and it was for Tractor Supply. What is it? TCS, TSC, whatever. Tractor Supply Company or whatever it is.
TSC.
Yeah, they got a bunch of them all over the place, and you can go there and get all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they were showing a commercial of what they had to offer, and the last section of the commercial was a guy loading in a bunch of stuff into his truck out in the parking lot of the TSC, right? And Purina, and you can see it clear as day because they probably helped pay for the ad,
Right.
so they wanted to promote that specific product.
Yeah.
They actually have Purina horse food.
Fuck.
And I'm like, wait a minute, isn't that fucking cannibalism?
Whoa.
How do you do? What happens to the horse? Because I think it makes you nuts when you eat people, right?
Yeah.
Cannibalism makes you
Yeah.
crazy.
Eat their brains. Yeah.
Eat anything on a human, and you go nuts. I mean, look at the guys in the Andes. You know, they went crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I think there's some kind of psychological,
It's bizarre.
yeah, or
It's kind of weird.
right?
It's a bizarre place to go to,
Right. So why would
considering your
why-
past.
Yeah. Fuck you. Why would Purina, after all the bad press they got for putting horse meat and dog food, come
Yeah.
out with horse food?
Yeah, that was
you
that
know,
wasn't well thought out.
No, I don't think it was. I
Yeah.
don't think it was.
I think maybe have a subsidiary or something.
Yeah, you're right. You
know.
make it right. Change the name. You know, because
Yeah.
Purina doesn't have like
Could
a
have called it Horsina. Or
yeah,
something, you know, or
exactly. You don't have
whatever.
You can call
Wilbur.
it. Yeah, and a little fine print on the bottom, distributed by Purina. You know,
Right.
it doesn't have to be the big checker thing in the corner to take up the
Mr.
whole-
Wilbur's Yum Yum Chow.
That's and made with Riddle, Mr. Wilbur.
That's right.
What the fuck?
It says Mr. Wilbur himself.
That's right. Whatever.
Oh my
That's so
God.
fucking bad.
That is.
But it's like, you
terrible.
know, but it's like the things that people are doing these days. You know what I mean? It's like why, you know, the idiot, the mayor, the governor out in California who's filling in the skate parks because he doesn't want kids to skate
Filling 'em with
anymore.
sand.
He's filling them with sand. But did you see the first 2 weeks that they have video of all these? They've got a bunch of YouTube videos of the kids who,
Right.
because they did like bring in 32 million acres of sand or whatever
that was
the
nice
number
of 'em.
was, and filled it right to the top. Because what they originally did was they went and put like rows, you know, they put like a speed bumps made out of sand.
That must
and
have scared the skaters.
no, they were using it. They're like, okay, this is now you've made it an obstacle course.
Oh,
and the
wonderful.
videos are phenomenal. The
Oh,
kids
yeah.
are so talented. I love that shit.
Yeah.
I could never skateboard. It was never my thing.
Right.
Never got into it. My brother did. I couldn't get on the damn thing. I just, you know.
Tall people, we're more kind of soul surfers kind
yeah,
of guys.
you
the
know.
tricks and stuff. I did the, go
You
down
were
the hill,
surfing,
try
though.
not to. I mean, surf, yeah, surf's
Yeah.
a different story, but
But is it?
skateboard, yeah, it's a similar feeling, but it hurts a lot less to land in the water than it does on pavement.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
And I did the skateboarding in the 70s, and pretty much all we did was go try to find a hill and go down it
Right, and then walk back up.
if you're lucky.
Right. If
Or
you're lucky.
If you're lucky, if you're not, your
Yeah.
friends drag you
Yeah,
back
that's
up
right. Sprained ankle, get
with
some crutches.
asphalt ground
That's-
in your back.
That's
You
right.
know? Like, holy God,
It's funny.
man! You want to talk about some pain?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. And
So what did they end up doing with the they made some obstacles and
Right.
stuff, then they filled it in with sand. And
then they filled it and topped it right off. So now they're gonna go dig
so
it
now
out. I
cats
guess.
are shitting in it.
Yeah, exactly. It's one humongous. Actually, the homeless are.
Right?
Yeah. It's out in California, so the
Like,
homeless are like, "Hey, it's like a
oh.
big litter box for humans."
Awesome.
Yeah, it's perfect. Just kick a little
Yeah.
sand over it. It's
When
fine.
you're homeless, you don't have to have social distancing.
No, you don't. You see them right
Do
here on
whatever-
Monroe Avenue,
Whatever
man.
the fuck you want to do.
Yeah, it doesn't
Doesn't
matter.
matter.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see him down at the laundromat because it's like
Right.
down at the corner of Monroe and Oxford, Monroe and Goodman, and
Right.
there's like 8 of them just sitting on the wall drinking out of a paper bag because it's
Yeah.
right next to that little
They're like,
convenience store.
They're like, seriously?
Yeah, it's like
Fucking
okay, and they're
virus?
sharing a buyer, but they don't
Yeah.
care. They don't
Oh,
care. Neither do
come
I,
on.
though. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
if we look at our population, and I know I do care because there's a lot of people that are losing their lives.
Well, let me tell you this right before you get going.
All right.
that I know you care because you have a protective device on today.
I do.
You have a yellow ascot, and all I can think of as I look at you is Fred from fucking Scooby-Doo.
I know. I actually went and washed my hands, and I looked in the mirror, and I'm like, oh, I look like a fucking chode.
Hey, Fred, should we split up?
That's shut up. But yeah, I know it's my band. I've got a bandana with a yellow bandana that's
right.
Yeah.
And can you just confirm?
Yeah,
are,
I can confirm.
Are you going to come out of the closet?
No,
or?
Daphne has natural boobs.
Yes, nice.
They're all natural.
That's good to know.
Whatever,
Yes.
raggy. So whatever. Anyway, so yeah, but no. Now what they're doing? I don't know. I read this. They're training dogs to smell for coronavirus. So that now that you like when they're now coming up with a plan to reopen and Duffy, Robert Duffy, our old mayor and lieutenant governor here in New York State.
I liked him.
Yeah, I liked him a lot. He's a good guy.
He's a good dude.
He is a good dude.
And if I don't tell this,
We'd like to get him on the air too. I actually reached out to him.
It, but he's so classy that he'll never come on this fucking show. But
that's true.
He called me one day. I happened to call his office. And because I saw he had an initiative to go and knock down all the old abandoned houses and stuff, and they were just a blight. So during his administration, he really made an effort to do that, and he was doing a good job. And I happened to own a house and live in the city at the time, and I called up the office. I didn't ask to speak to him. I just said, I just want to leave him. I left a message.
Mm-hmm.
I said, hey, man, I've never done this before, but I just want to say you're doing a good job. I appreciate this particular thing you did, and thanks. Keep up the good work.
Yeah.
No shit. I get a call.
Oh, yeah.
Like a couple hours later. He's like, is this Mike Panessa? Yeah. I'm like, oh, this is Bob Duffy. I'm like, seriously?
Sure.
I think it's one of my friends. Thank God I wasn't a total douche. He's like, no, really, this is Bob. And, he said some nice thing. We chit-chat a little bit. But, ever since then, I'm like, yeah, he's a good dude.
When I was healthy, I used to jog. So we used to run in the same neighborhood together. We used to literally, yeah. So I'd see him on a regular basis. Nice. And that was when he was chief of police, and then he was doing some initiative, and he wanted Damien and I to help him out with some marketing so they could, try to do some more community outreach kind of stuff. And he's a good guy, man. I had I had to spend a lot of time with him, and you know what? I don't know. I think he might come on in a segment. I might be able to get him a call in. Don't say he's too classy for that. We'll have to be good boys with him on the phone, but yeah. Yes. But no, if we're talking about the coronavirus and how we're going to plan to reopen, because the reality of it is that we're ready to reopen.
That's right. He's our guy now.
He's our guy, and I think he's going to do the smart thing and make the right decisions because, if we look at the numbers in our community, and I know everybody's community is different, and I feel bad for the people that live in New York City.
Or Long Island.
Or Long Island next. Yeah, we got Bram, and I got my daughter in Brooklyn. I got to go down and get her in 2 weeks because she's like, it's going to be another month or so before we can do anything. So, we're going to, do a covert mission and sneak in and grab her and scoop her up and bring her home, which we should have done 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, but she wouldn't have come.
No, she didn't want to come. So, but she's been healthy. She's been locked up, and she's very confined, and she's starting to lose her mind. So,
Jesus Christ, they live in. Their apartments are the size of a
postage stamp. Yeah,
it's like a large bathroom.
Yeah, exactly.
If you can't be outside and on the go down there, you're in big trouble.
Right, but what's going on here in Monroe County, which has 778,000 people? We've got 1,000 people, 1,019, I think, were diagnosed and confirmed with coronavirus. Yes. 550 of them have already been healed and went home. Okay, there's 99 in the hospital, 30 in ICU. We had 86 deaths or something like that. Yes. So, so then the other 235 or whatever are in a home quarantine situation. So those people are obviously on the road to recovery. I feel bad for the 100 people that are in the hospital, or 99 that are in the hospital, and the ones that are in the ICU are obviously getting the best treatment and possible. But
we got good stuff here.
Yeah, but and I think that what we're going to see too is that this is really focusing on the elderly in our community because it's ravaged a couple of nursing homes, and there's going to be some criminal investigations, I think, into like one or two of the local nursing homes where this went rampant and wiped out a lot of family members, and that's sad. But I think what needs to be done is responsible. You social distance. If you have an older adult in your family, stay away from them. Right. If you're going to go back out into the community, don't touch anything. Don't keep be smart. Wash your hands.
That's
wear
right.
a
Be
face
smart.
mask if necessary.
If you don't feel good, don't go
And if you
out.
don't feel comfortable going out and getting your hair cut, then don't go.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you don't trust
Right.
your barber, you don't trust your the hair salon or
Right.
the tanning salon or any of those places that you
You don't have
wanted
to
to freak
go.
you don't have to go. I can't wait to go. I am on the other side
I
of
miss
that.
my barber.
I miss everybody.
I want to say, I actually called up the barber shop like 3 weeks ago and talked to the owner, and I said, "Hey, man, my barber's name is Rob," and I said, "Is there any way I could get a hold of? I want to get Rob like a gift certificate or something, or maybe prepay on some haircuts, or I just want to help him out, man. I know he's got to be hurt." And he's like, "Nah, not really. Maybe drop off a gift card. I could try to get it to him."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Nah,
I
what?
Venmo'd my guy.
When I see him, when I see Rob, I'm gonna make it worth his while.
Yeah, so I
because I
Venmo'd.
appreciate him.
Yeah, I called him up and I said, "How are you doing?" And
Sure.
he did say, "I have my stuff at home. If you want to come over, you're more than welcome to come over." And I said, "No, I'm not going to do that, but I want to send you some money." So I sent him $50, a couple
Good
of
for
haircuts.
you.
Yeah, I mean,
A couple of haircuts. No,
Yeah,
man,
you
you want
know.
him to be there.
Yeah,
you want him to be there.
Yeah,
when
I
you
just
go.
he's like,
He's
"Dude, that
always
was
been
really
there.
that was really cool of you to do." And I'm like, "Dude, I was going to get haircuts anyway. Just you owe them to me now. Who cares?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I want to make sure that you're okay because I know that your
You're part of
situation.
He's part of your life.
He is, and we shoot
Yeah.
the shit, and I get,
Sure.
I know him pretty well,
Yep.
I mean, he's been cutting my hair for a couple of years, so
Yeah.
I feel
A
obligated.
good barber is like he's like a.
I wouldn't say he's good. Look at me. Oh, that's my face.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Wait a minute. Could you move your face outside of the microphone for a second?
No, no, that's my best side.
Did you?
Yeah, I shaved it off.
You fucking shaved
Oh
it
yeah, I
off.
did. I shaved it. Oh
Holy
yeah,
God.
2 months of fucking grizzly bear. I am done. Yeah,
You look-
it's
I
gone.
was gonna say you look younger.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
because I
that's
don't look
good.
like a fucking mountain man.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
there is
it's-
that.
Yeah, it's. and Kelly, I
You
walk
don't
out.
look like he just.
I walk out of the bathroom and Kelly's like, "No," and
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Even the dog was like, "Thank God," you know.
My God.
'Cause he wants to-
There's only enough room for one.
Yeah,
Or
that's
maybe
right.
two hairy things in this house.
So I'm going to go back real quick to stupidtube.com because once we start launching live on Facebook, we're going to be broadcasting this show live and high above the clouds at the Liquid Cloud Lounge at 701 Monroe Avenue at the corner of Oxford, right next to Dogtown. And, because Andrew Cuomo is our honorary stupid human,
yes.
first place stupid human
Yes.
douchebag. He is putting the Liquid Cloud Lounge out of business where our studio is hosted. We got the Stupid Human Studios
What a guy.
upstairs at the Liquid Cloud Lounge. He voted a law and said, more vaping. So it's all done. We're not allowed to vape. We're criminals.
Yeah.
So
You can smoke cigarettes, though.
yeah, absolutely.
You
He's
can smoke
encouraging.
cigarettes until your lungs fall out of your ass.
Yeah, that's right. They encourage it.
Yeah.
They do it
Or
because
you
they
can
get.
chew tobacco until your face falls off.
Yeah, they don't care. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's
okay.
fine.
It's
That's
cool.
fine. Yeah, because we can commission on that. The state of New York does. They
Yeah,
get commission
there's-
on cigarette sales.
There's,
So
there's a little bit of that.
yeah. Anyway, so the Liquid Cloud Lounge is going to be going through a transformation. So instead of filling your lungs with clouds, they're going to put your head in the clouds. So the Liquid Cloud Lounge is going to be transforming into a kava and kratom bar. So that you're going to be able to come in here and get mixed drinks that have no alcohol in it. So if you've been cooped up and sitting on your ass drinking for the last 6 weeks, now you have an opportunity to get out, be social, and not drink, but catch a little buzz and have a little fun. You know,
can
and
get exotic.
yeah, it's like a
not
social.
Joe exotic.
Yeah, no,
but
no, no, no.
exotic.
Yes, it's a fun little beverage. It's slightly euphoric. It's not intoxicating in any way. You don't impair to drive or anything like that. But it's like a social lubricant in a way. You're happy and you're giddy and other people around you are happy and giddy and there'll be some coffee drinks and there'll be some different types of smoothies. It's the lounge is going to be transformed into more of a lounge nightclub bar area. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, we're going to have live music. We're going to do the show live on Wednesday nights for 2 hours, part of the launch of the Stupid Tube. So, thanks for the continued support to all the fans that we have on the show that have pushed us to go to video, as well as the fans that come in and that are going to support the store and the lounge and everything kind of is like a big symbiont relationship.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good,
How about
man.
the CBD? You're going to continue doing that?
Absolutely, yeah. The CBD is going to still be here. They're going to have, they're going to have all your gummies and tinctures and lotions from Hemp Lucid and Hemp Perfection and Funky Farms and so those will still be available. Obviously, the section's going to be a little smaller because we're making room for seating. when you have comedians and you're going to be able to come down and see the show.
Yeah,
that's going to be the fun part because there's cameras. They're going to be blaring our broadcast and our comedians and our musicians, and it's
those
going
are
to
the
be
ones you really want to see.
Yes, not us. Yeah, you don't want to see us. In fact, the room is only 20 by 20, and we would like to put the cameras in the hallway. Just
we
so
need
you don't have to
distance.
see us. That's right.
I'm ready for my far shot, Mr. DeVille.
Yeah, you're ready.
We need a little Vaseline on that lens.
Yes, you do. That was an accident. I didn't mean to shoot you. It's
going to leave a mark.
It is. But for the next 3.5 weeks or so, you can stop by the Liquid Cloud Lounge at 701 Monroe Avenue and pick up all your vaping needs. Stockpile up because you're not going to be able to get it unless you drive to another state. Because Adolf Hitler has banned all liquid flavors and
El Duce.
Douchey, douchey.
That's right.
Douchey. Nipple ring.
And that's something people are going to see. They might be able to hear it when we vape, but we're both vapors.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when that video lights up, they're gonna say, you and I can fill a room with some smoke.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, and it's not
vape.
smoke. Yeah, vape. Yeah, that's right.
Vape.
Yeah.
Vape.
They're like, those guys have pink lung.
They're like, holy God, look at those guys. They look like chimneys. But it's so
there
enjoyable.
You go. Yeah, it is. I can't wait for the video. That's coming soon. So we're excited about it, and I can't tell you how excited I am.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It is gonna be fun. It's a whole new experience for us, and a thrill for you guys. Sorry about that. What a joke. What a joke.
Well, thrills are hard to come by right now.
That's right. They're looking for anything at this point.
That's right. It's a cheap thrill.
Oh my God. So yeah. So I had a little conversation with our squishy bear.
Okay.
He actually bludgeoned him to death for not showing up to defend his title.
Well, I see he's alive. So
yeah.
that's good.
Well, I didn't bludgeon him completely to death.
Yeah.
I beat him half to death twice.
That's right.
No, he got his signals crossed. He thought it was because we broadcast at 5 o'clock on Wednesdays, and we broadcast at 3 o'clock on Sundays. He showed up at 5 o'clock thinking it was 5 o'clock, and we went on the air at 7.
Whoopsie.
We just missed him at 5:30 when I showed up to get the sound studio ready.
Shit.
And he apologized profusely, but he would like to come back on the air and play again. So I don't know if we'll let him. We'll let the audience decide. So you guys go ahead and email us at stupidhumansthepodcast@gmail.com and let us know if you think we should let Squishy Bear participate.
If you can't remember that, just type in Stupid Humans to Facebook or
you can find us everywhere.
Find us on YouTube and drop us a comment. We'll engage.
Yeah, drop us a like, drop us a subscribe.
Hate comment, whatever.
But hate comment, please. I dare you.
Yeah,
I dare you. Go ahead and leave your name there too, Pinhead.
That's right.
I'll sick Vic after you.
That's right. Good.
Hey, Vic, this guy was mean to us.
Oh my God.
And let him spit on you.
He did a piece called "Gotta Get the Milk."
Vic did?
Yeah, and I'm almost positive. And he's in his car and he's running around. And he's like, I gotta get the milk. I gotta get the milk because there was going to be a snowstorm. And everybody freaks the fuck out, and they all got to run down that thing and empty out every gallon of milk in sight. So then that poor family goes down to get 1 gallon of milk that they normally would get. It's fucking gone. Because some grandmother, and Queens needed 15 gallons of milk for her cats. But so he has this whole routine he does.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Thanks for that.
We need to get him sooner than later.
Yeah. So you stop describing what he's talking about? So
yeah.
Because when he does it, it's funny. No, it's nowhere near as funny.
It's not nearly as funny when I describe it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm laughing inside.
Yeah.
But I also cry inside, too.
You should.
Not again.
Yeah, you deserve that one.
Oh, man.
You deserve
the bloodletting is relentless.
That's right, man. You deserve it. I can't find the car crash.
I just keep getting shot over and over.
Yeah, you're going to get it. Yeah.
I feel like 50 Cent.
Wow. Let's see. How many bullets are there? Yeah, that's like an 8. He got shot, like 1 in the face. He laced up pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this thing on Facebook. Facebook Live.
Okay.
But that what we're doing is going to be great. But I kind of love Facebook because it allows Kelly and I to communicate because she's got an iPhone, I got an Android. We use the the Messenger app, and we can push the video. So I get a phone call from Kelly, and we talk, and that's and she yells at me or she whatever.
Yeah.
But every time I end the call, it says, "Will you please rate this call?" And it gives you an opportunity to give it 5 stars. And I don't know how to do that because I don't know what they're trying to ascertain. What are they trying to figure out? Whether or not I had a good call with the girlfriend, because it could be a 1 star, it could be a 5 star, depending on the context of the call.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Or is it video quality? You know, so
you're overthinking the fuck out of this.
No, I sit there and I look at it and I go, "Here's a shitty fucking." She yelled at me, and I was supposed to pick up fucking dog food, and God damn it! And
that was a 1 star for sure.
Yeah. So
they're like, I don't know. This guy seems to be having a lot of problems with Messenger.
Yeah, I don't know, but
it's
seems to be crystal clear.
11111.
Yeah,
you know,
don't call me.
I don't know what's going on. You know.
Yeah.
You're posing that question. I think it was years ago where they said, you can never put too much water in a nuclear reactor. And then they left for vacation.
Oh yeah, that's right, in Chernobyl. Mm-hmm.
Yes. You can never put. And they're like, does that mean I should put more or less?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure how that all works out.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
I'm not sure. I mean, the consequences. What's the worst that can happen?
What's the worst that can happen? Yeah, Chernobyl's still empty 30 years later.
Yeah.
Have you seen that too? By the way,
oh my God, they had to build a new sarcophagus. I think they call it.
Yeah, the cement.
A new one. They've had to build several of them, and now they're.
No, but did you see the show on HBO?
No, I didn't. No.
Oh, that's good.
No.
Oh,
I'll tell you one thing I did.
Because I was like 14 when it happened. I think it happened in '84.
Oh, yeah,
right?
it was nasty, man.
And it was nasty.
It was nasty stuff, dude.
But I didn't know about it at the time. You know, I mean, I knew what was going on.
You couldn't appreciate the.
Well, because we weren't really affected at 14. And it's like, oh, can I play basketball today? Yeah. Russia's blowing up, but who cares?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not technically. Yeah. Yes. But who cares? But so what?
That's right. But so what?
Nipple ring. What a putz.
I don't know if I ever told you that I have worn a Homer Simpson yellow nuclear power plant suit.
Shocking.
I swear to God.
Shocking.
I didn't get the radioactive donuts that I was hoping for.
Where did you do this?
I did this in South Florida for Florida Power and Light at St. Lucie Power Plant.
Was this like a paid thing?
Yes. Yeah, I went and worked in a power plant, man. I had the fucking yellow
Oh,
suit.
no, I thought you were like, it was
God.
like a costume.
No, it was a real deal. I went in and...
You had a job at a nuclear plant?
I did, for 3 months.
Wow, what happened after that?
Well, they
You
just
grew a
shut
tail?
down. They refuel, and then I had to go get my tail shaved off.
That's right. It's like, you look like one of the fucking Simpson fish.
That's right.
With 12 eyes.
So
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, it was kind of fucked up. So when you get hired there, you have to go through nuclear radiation training.
Yeah, is that kind of like Squishy Balls' sanitation ball training?
But in this one, you are watching, I guess, his home fucking videos of Chernobyl and what, like,
what not to do.
uncensored shit. I'm like, holy fuck!
Yeah, yeah.
You know, good thing they're paying me good. Okay, I'll be there. You know,
Yeah.
I'm 20 years old, I think. You know, I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck it, I'll do it.
Yeah,
You know?
that sounds like fun.
Oh, you want me to go in there?
And
Okay.
it's, you know what? And your kids are extremely normal.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Well, you know, there is
Well.
that 7-finger thing. But
Yeah, that's it. But they're better piano players than I'll ever be.
yeah, that's right. There's always an upside.
There is. And the tail. I mean, that's kind of a fun thing.
Oh, my God.
Didn't we talk about my tail as I shit my pants?
Yeah. I think
For swimming in the river.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
I'm growing
You
it.
have to listen to past episodes, folks. I mean,
Oh, my God.
if you haven't listened to the past episodes, you're going to miss a lot of funny shit. Because there
I'm
was some
growing
good-
a tail.
I'm grow-
I've got a shit so bad I'm growing a tail.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, Michael.
Oh.
Michael.
There used to, you know, when you're 14 years old, you have about 30 to 40 names for taking a dump. I mean, with your buddies. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Oh,
The
yeah.
poop is everything.
Yeah, that's all we live for.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're like, oh, yeah. I mean,
I just dropped an Abe Lincoln.
yeah.
You know, just why
Oh,
not?
I got to take a hairy dump.
Yeah.
The turtle is rearing its ugly head.
Oh, yeah.
Like boys like that one.
Pinch a loaf.
I throw that one at them, and sometimes I'm like,
Pinch a loaf, grow a tail.
I'm launching a submarine, and the boys are like, what?
Yeah.
Dad, you're fucking gross.
I got a funny story. We were so our kids were young. So there's my group of friends. You know those guys. Some of them remember Tina's daughter, right?
Okay.
Remember Tina's daughter? Tina was in here.
Okay.
Tina's daughter played basketball for me, so I got to torture her later on in life. When she was about 4 or 5 years old, we were all on a big camping trip, right? There was, 8 families and 12, 14 kids. And, we did it every year. The kids got together and they played and we laughed and drank and had fires and cooked s'mores.
Drink with the kids, but yes.
We drank after they went to bed. And, we watched this, the stars and watched the, whatever.
It's called camping.
Yeah, I know. And did all the
familiar.
Yeah. So anyway, we were sitting around, after a night of a little drinking and hangover. I'm sitting there and I go, there was a group of us and we had just finished breakfast. And I go, I got to see a man about a horse. And I get up and I start walking to the bathroom. And I turn around behind me and there's little Emma. And I'm like, where are you going? She goes, I want to see the horse. I'm like, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No.
I want to see the horse.
That one got you.
Oh yeah.
You're like,
oh yeah.
Whoopsie.
So we
see you there.
So she played. So fast forward 10 years.
Right.
She played basketball for me. She was one of my players.
Okay.
And I coached, and she. I
she
tortured her.
remember?
Oh my God, I tortured
no.
her. Yeah. Oh, I tortured her. Well, there's an even better story, and I don't know if I should tell this on the air because I'll tell it. What the hell?
It never stopped you before.
No, whatever. And you know what? I'll make sure that Emma's tagged in this so she can listen to this because little Emma Bear, and I love her dearly, and her and Hannah are very close. They're about the same age.
Okay.
Just a few months apart, so every year I would have the girls' slumber party, and I'm a single dad, right? This is
sure.
And the mothers in my group were
Right.
like, "You're out of your mind. You are nuts.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen. I'll
Right.
be back at midnight." No, you
You're
won't.
like,
They'll
oh,
be
bullshit.
fine. They're girls.
You're like, you
We're
don't.
making pizzas.
Now you challenged me.
And they're
I'm going to
they're
make
not
this
going
the
home.
best fucking place ever.
So Emma, and I think the first birthday party I did was, I don't know, I think it was about a 5-year-old overnight slumber party, and there was about 7 of them. And what I did was I put them in my king size bed, and at the end of my bed, I inflated another queen size inflatable bed. They were all, they're girls. They sleep wherever the girls sleep. So they were piled on top of each other, and we made pizzas, and we had ice cream, and we cut the
Did they
cake,
do your
and
nails?
then we didn't do nails. I think we did something fun. I can't remember. It was
Good for you.
a long time ago. I was a good dad. Anyway, so I go sleep in Hannah's room, right? So just a little single bed, and then I crawl into her bed, and I feel eyes looking at me. I mean, I'm sleeping with one eye open anyway because I'm making sure the girls are okay. And I hear stirrings and little giggles and little different things, and then I go in and check on them, and a couple of them are passed out, and a couple of them are sleeping with their mouths open, and a couple of them are still giggling and talking, and I go, okay, guys, settle down so you don't wake everybody else up. Go to sleep, okay? So everybody goes to sleep. So I'm laying in bed and I feel this set of eyes on me, and all of a sudden I open my eyes and I'm like, what? And she goes, I'm soaking wet. I said, oh, Emma, come here, honey. She says, I wet the bed. I said, okay, no problem.
Right.
And she luckily was on the inflatable, so it was rubber. It didn't matter.
Good.
So I said, okay, we'll get you cleaned up. Mom knew it might have happened,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we'll send you with some extra clothes. So come on, let's get you cleaned up and put her in the fucking bathroom.
You'd be cool.
A couple minutes later, Hannah shows up at the door. Dad? I'm like, what? She goes, Emma wet me too.
Oh. Whoopsie.
It expanded when it hit the rubber inflatable bed.
Whoopsie.
It's all right. I think they're close to this day for that reason.
That's a tough one.
Right. So the funny story, it continues because I take Emma. Now, she's not my child, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get this child cleaned up, right? So I push her in the bathroom. I said, listen, I'm going to turn the water on. I'm going to turn the shower on. What I want you to do is I want you to take off all your clothes and just leave them on the floor.
Right.
Here's a fresh, clean set of clothes. Here's a towel.
Right.
And
That's a good way to handle
the
it.
water's warm enough. It's not too cold. It's not too hot. All you need to do is step in, rinse off a little bit, clean yourself up so you're nice and fresh, and then get out, towel off, and get dressed, and we'll put you back in bed.
That works.
So I'm standing outside the door.
Sure.
Listening and making sure, right?
Right.
So allegedly, I didn't see this actually happen, but allegedly she grabbed a hold of the shower curtain and pulled it down.
Oh shit!
Yeah. And I hear it clang and I know she's naked, trying to get in the bathtub, and I don't want to embarrass her by going in there. So I'm like, and I hear her. She goes, "Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!" And she's just mortified, not knowing what
Your
to do
heart's
because.
breaking. You're
And
like,
I'm like,
"Fuck
I
me."
want to. How am I supposed to help this kid? Jesus Christ! And
Right.
she's family to me
Yeah,
almost. You know what I
absolutely.
mean? But anyway, so. I hear her try to put the rod back up, and now she's obviously not tall
she's 5
enough.
years old.
And then it falls again. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! And I'm like, okay, Emma, don't panic, honey. Everything is from the outside of the door.
Sure.
Emma, don't panic. Emma,
Right.
don't panic.
right.
It'll be fine. Hold on a second. Okay, here's what I'm going to do.
Right.
I'm going to grab the towel. So I'm going to reach around the door. I'm going to grab the towel. I'm just going to wrap it around you. I'll fix the shower curtain, and then you can get in the shower. But
Right.
oh yeah. So every time she started doing something on the basketball court, I go, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, and she just, her face would get purple, and she.
It's great that you immortalized her fucking.
Oh yeah.
Her absolute lowest point.
She loves that story.
Hey, remember your lowest point?
Yeah, yeah. No, it wasn't. It wasn't
I'm
a
just
low
picking
point,
on
but
you.
just when you're a kid and you break something at somebody
Yeah.
else's house, you're
Yeah.
terrified that you're gonna.
Oh, of
I mean, there's
course.
nothing worse than a bare ass, wet ass spanking. Not that I'd
Yeah.
ever do that to any kid.
No, but
But
yeah.
you in your mind are like, oh my God, I'm going to be beaten.
Right.
You
You
know?
don't know. You know your
Yeah.
parents ain't going to kill you, but you don't know about
No,
anybody else.
that's where you're not sure. See, that's where I think you're wrong. I think
Right.
you know your parents are about to kill you, and you're
Oh.
not sure what the stranger might do.
Oh,
So-
okay. All right. Yeah. So there's a question mark.
Yeah, it was a question mark. She's like,
Yeah.
if I was home and did this, my parents would kill me.
Right.
And I'm at a stranger's house. Well, not a stranger,
Right,
but it's
right.
somebody else's house. Yeah, so
It's not mom and dad.
it's not mom and
I
dad.
got to
but
hand it to you, dude. 7 5-year-olds.
we
That's
did it every
incredible.
year. We did it every year until
Good
she
for
was
you.
13 or 14. Yeah.
Nice.
And then we started, actually, then 12, 13, we started basketball. And then it
Okay.
was every weekend.
Holy shit.
I had every
and they're
girl.
teenagers.
Yeah, you know what? They said you're nuts for doing it. And I was. I think
Yeah.
yeah.
I could see that. Yeah, because that.
But
could-
I had at
you
one
allowed
point.
her have memories.
Well, and I tell you, I have 11. Well, they're all 21 now. I have 11 21-year-old daughters.
Right.
I can call any of them. One of them's coming to work for us.
Oh,
She's going to
wow.
be doing all the social media stuff. So,
Nice.
yeah, Miss Little Sarah Ciotti, she's going to be, she just graduated with a communication and psychology degree. So she's going to come up with some creative stuff for our Stupid Humans Internet Talk Show,
Holy.
viral pages.
Oh,
She's going to
that's
handle
awesome.
the Instagram and the Facebooker and
Yeah.
and all that crap. So, because I can't do it and I don't want to do it, I don't understand it. But the Twitter and the
Right.
book face and the
The book face.
whatever that other shit is,
I love it.
Instagram and yeah. So she's gonna come up with all our hashtags and all that social media
nice.
shit that I don't know anything about. So
That's great.
so all we have to do is show up and be funny. How are we doing
We're
so far?
fucked. We should learn how to do social media.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe-
she could do the show.
Yeah, we know. I know. And her dad's a rock star. We got to get Larry Ciotti up here. He's
Nice.
he's in a new band called Graffiti Train.
Okay. That sounds a
They're
good
they're
band.
actually having, and maybe I'll grab you and we'll ride over there because they live on your side of the city. Larry is auditioning. Well, I don't know if it's an audition or if it's just a practice, but because it's going to be nice and sunny and warm.
Right.
The band he was originally in kind of dissolved. The lead
okay.
singer was a mental patient. He went off on his own.
It's not unheard of.
Yeah, he quit like in the middle of sets several times.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
right in the middle of gigs. So
Yeah.
so they got a new lead singer and another guitar player. And
Okay.
Larry's like you; he's been playing a long time,
Sure.
since he was 5 or 6 years old, and he's phenomenal. I mean, he's just
Good.
unbelievable. They're doing a show in their driveway this weekend.
Good for them.
Yeah, they're doing it. They're getting together and they're doing a show for the neighbors. So I'm like,
Yeah.
just put a hat at the end of the driveway. That'll be
Yeah.
fun.
Just-
So Saturday.
It's that's fantastic. I just that's been the toughest thing. I saw my band members last night, and we all maintained our 6 foot or whatever, and that's been tough because you're in a band. A band is like a gang. It's like a marriage. It's
there's
especially
a
if
lot
you
of
get along
components
and
there.
stuff. They're your buds.
Right.
And even I've been in bands with women and stuff that were tight. I'm still tight with them, and they're great. But all the gigs, all those occasions and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a
They've
band of
brothers.
brothers,
It's a
or
band of
sisters. Yeah, I
brothers,
mean,
yeah.
I mean, and you've got to have that
Yeah.
chemistry to be tight, to be able to
Yes.
play together. And,
Yeah.
and like you were saying in another episode, give each other space, letting them breathe, and allowing that music to happen. And that, I mean,
And
yeah.
that thing that you do, and when you're out there playing and hanging out with people in the community, or we're playing a brew pub or something, and we see familiar faces, and they're having a great time, because you sure as hell don't do it for the money, because Jesus Christ, you'd starve to death. But that vibe, that whole thing is that's been a tough thing, I gotta say.
Yeah.
On a selfish point,
Sure,
I mean, I
you're
know there's
not-
people suffering and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It doesn't. I'm not diminishing that, but there is. Life is more than one thing.
And you know what, the reality of it is too is that the mental aspect of life is killing people too. You know what I mean? I'm sure suicide rates have gone up. I'm sure
I
depression,
saw
drug
it was like
addiction.
the suicide prevention hotline had an 814% spike in the last 60 days.
Yeah, because there's people need that. People need to be
You
around
start
each other.
cutting people off from each other.
I'd be killing people if I wasn't doing the show. I mean, honestly, this is my only creative outlet that I have right now. And I can't go out and build anything. I can't walk around because I'm crippled. And this stupid boot.
And hopefully our pitter patter and horrible attempt at humor and being interesting is providing some sort of mental
For the four
comfort for all four of you. We love you.
1.4 million downloads every week.
That's right.
That's ridiculous. Well, we're not at that point.
It takes you nearly 5 days to do that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does. It does.
You're like,
yeah.
it's another one.
One,
One.
two.
Is
And I
the loneliest
Oh,
number.
stop. Stop crying, Mike. It's not that bad.
Ooh, I'm a soprano.
That's soprano?
Yeah, that-
you can hear that in that baby's tone. It's a
That's like
soprano.
a high F, yeah. That's high, dude.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know sopranos were high. I thought it was low.
Yeah, no.
See, that's just goes to show
Well,
you
know,
where
you learned something today.
All right. So, if you're in the market for some phenomenal e-liquid, Vape DTF has some amazing deals on their 100 ml bottles of 3, 0, and 6 nicotine juices, and they're like $25 a piece, but you got a coupon code, don't you, Mike? What is it?
I do. It's 2020.
2020 in the checkout, and you get 20% off your order, which takes it down to about $20 a bottle. You buy 2 bottles, it's free shipping. But they have 35 and 50 milligrams Salt Nick. That's right. Yeah. And their flavors are, again, peach kiwi lemonade, apple cinnamon cereal, blue raz slushy, grape pixie stick, and vanilla ice cream with rainbow sprinkle. And it's really good.
Remember what it used to be called?
No.
What was the original name of the vanilla sprinkles?
Oh, titty sprinkles. I thought you were talking
right.
about like actual
That's
sprinkles. Yes.
And what was the blue raspberry called?
Blue balls.
That's right.
That's right. You could get blue balls.
And then there was a watermelon flavor.
Yeah, Mother's Melons. Yeah, it was
Yes.
yummy. And
Oh
then
my God.
Banana Hammock was the banana milkshake, and I think they're coming
That's
out with
right.
that. And then an Apple Love was Apple Bag.
That's
And
right.
if you mixed Apple Bag and titty sprinkles together, you got a baggy titty that was so good. Oh my God! But no, if you stop by Vape DTF, you can check out their new named flavors. They should come back out with their old flavors now that they're
politically
underground.
correct.
Yeah, they're not politically. They weren't politically correct for
At
a long
all.
time. Drippy Dick was the brand name that they ran under, and now they're DTF. Deliciously twisted flavors for you perverts. Anyway, so 2020 in the coupon code. You get 20% off your order, and stockpile up your juice if you're living in New York or the New York City area, because you're not going to be able to buy it at a vape shop anywhere near you because Andrew Cuomo put everybody out of business. So that will be in 3 weeks. So anyway, great show, Mikey, and we're already well over our time allotted.
Yeah, I don't know what happens.
Yeah, I don't know what happens.
You know what happens is that we both can't stop ourselves from talking.
I know, and it's partly me. It's partly you,
yeah.
but it's mostly me.
It's mostly you.
Yeah, I know. I get diarrhea of the mouth. I can't help it. I just keep going and going and going.
That's right. Well, you know
Like
what?
the
You only
Energizer
live once,
bunny
baby.
with vomit of the mouth,
That's right.
pink vomit,
That's
like
right. Medic!
Pepto-Bismol.
Put a cap on that shit.
That's funny.
Oh,
That's funny.
man.
All right, so thanks for listening, everybody. Vape DTF, buy Hemp Perfection. Make sure you use your coupon codes. It's nice to be important, but please be stupid.